think I might have a coin here. I can hear a woodpecker. It's definitely a coin, but I'm not sure exactly what kind. I think I can see this one on the actual surface of the soil. Can you see it? Oh my goodness, there's a face. Oh, look at that. Oh wow. That's amazing. Wow, there's a figure holding something. And on this side, a handsome fellow. Wearing a laurel wreath, a laurel crown, I think. Oh, isn't that lovely? His face is so clear. It's amazing. I found another tile. So I was actually doubting myself yesterday about this tile that I'd found, thinking maybe it was just ceramic, but now I'm wondering if it is actually a tesseract. But I've been looking, I looked them up and they're more cuboid than this. Let me get the other one out and we'll see what we think. Okay, so here they are together. They are very similar in size, very similar in thickness. Similar material, maybe a little bit warmer on one of them. What do we think? Is it possible we could be looking at mosaic tiles? They are quite skinny, that's the only thing, and tesserae tend to be more like a cube shape. So, jury's still out, but also just lovely to admire this handsome fellow. This is what I can see on my screen when I get a signal here. Nice clean line from left to right, up diagonally. Lovely signal here. Let's see what we've got. The soil is beautiful and warm. I always scrape my spade into the hole because I don't want to lose my target on the spade. It's quite sticky today as well. Oh my goodness, something very large. That gave an absolutely banging signal. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is special. Unfortunately, it's very slightly broken. Let's clean it. Oh, the colour. Wow, I think it's... Hang on, let me take my gloves off. I think it's either a mount or a brooch. Goodness me. It's got kind of segments in its design. It gave an absolutely huge signal. Of course it would, because it's round and also made of bronze. What an absolutely stunning object. I'm just... I think that looks to me like a kind of military mount. Well, well, what a lovely thing. I think it's either a military horse harness or maybe a belt mount. Certainly Roman. Just what a colour. I mean, look at the colour to it, and the design is just beautiful. I'm absolutely thrilled with that. My DS2 just went absolutely ballistic, and I think I might have found a hammered coin. It is. It's not in great condition. Oh, is it? I think it is. I think it is a fragment of a hammered, but clearly not in the best condition. It's silver. It's... what have we got on the other side? What a shame it's in such poor condition. I'm chuffed with that anyway. Look how it shines in the sun. Beautiful. I was just contemplating whether there is anything nicer than this. Just being outside in a lovely, quiet place. I can hear birds. I keep finding awesome things. I just think this is my heaven, because I've always been a searcher since I was a little girl, like dreaming of finding this kind of thing. Treasure, you know, not just treasure, but like treasure. What's treasure to me? I find something that's lost that I find, something that's got a story to it. All these things that I'm finding to me are absolutely treasure. And this whole journey has just been so incredible. I just can't believe my luck. Honestly, I can't. What a lovely day so far. Look at all these beautiful things. In amongst flowers that are just coming out as well. Really very beautiful. And on this stone as well, which to me is very special because it's where I've come from. It's where I've lived since I was a child. Did you ever see a more beautiful blade of grass? Look at that. Awesome. Well, here's something of the last 200 years kind of variety. The last 100 years maybe. Oh, it's a lovely one, isn't it? A lovely, lovely coin. we can find a date. $19.17. There we are. $19.17, a wartime penny. How lovely. Enforced tea break because my detector ran out of charge. But I thought this is a good chance to look again at the finds. So I've got 3 Roman coins and 1 what I think is a horse harness mount. Definitely Roman. That's what's on the back. Probably military. The coins are of the Emperor Valens, and on the reverse it has an image of the Emperor pulling a barbarian along by his hair. Yeah, so they're both from the same emperor, which is dated around the mid-300s, so mid-4th century, getting towards the end of the Roman occupation of Britain. And then a couple of what I think might be tesserae, but I'm not sure because they're very, very thin, but they are so square that makes me think perhaps they might be. The hammered coin, I thought I recognised it. It's the same as my other cruddy coin that I found. It's the posthumous Henry VIII portrait coin. And I was able to tell that because it says div on it. And then on the other side, I could see that there was an H there. I mean, it's for Henricus. I mean, obviously it is very difficult to tell, but I have checked with people who do know. It was once a groat. That would have been worth 4p, and it would have been a very nice coin. But the problem is with these ones, they're very, very thin, kind of seem to be quite poor quality. My other one that I found has done exactly the same. So, bit of a shame, but you can just see a fleur-de-lis there. Still some nice detail to see. Let's turn it over. Can't make much out of Henry VIII, can you? That's a coin from the 1500s. This little guy has found loads of pollen. Cool. That means it's nearly spring. Hi. Oh, bye. I could feel it was coming, and it is coming. So I've got my waterproofs on now. I'm just going to detect my way home, I think. It's been a fantastic day. I sat and had my lunch here earlier and I just thought, you know, could sort of almost imagine people walking around here. And when you sit alone, and I didn't have any gear because it was all kind of charging up, it was very quiet, you can really tune in to a place and kind of listen to it almost. I know that sounds a bit weird, but places have a vibe, you know. Well, places sort of whisper to us, whispers. I don't hear whispers, but I feel whispers. And they're not bad ones at all. And I feel very respectful of this having been someone else's home, you know. In the future, if someone's walking over my home, I hope they'll be respectful too, because that will have been where I lived with my family. So it's now raining. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Day 2 from Car HQ. I can probably take my headphones off now. I got rained off. Found some amazing things today. I'm so pleased with my finds. Everything from a 1917 penny all the way back to a Roman soldier's horse mount, you know, beautiful design. I found I think 3 or 4 Roman coins today, and also that Henry VIII. It's a posthumous, I think it's an Edward coin, that was his son, basically after he died, made an issue of coins in his image, in Henry VIII's image, and I think they were struck in Bristol in the southwest, so that is a nice link as well. I found another of those before and it was equally as kind of fragile and delicate. I think perhaps they skimped a little bit on the material for that issue.